Hi, my name is Paige, and I've been coming to X Church for almost a year. I'm a social worker, drug and alcohol counselor. That's the population that I have my prime focus on. I originally went to college for physical therapy, and I changed my major because my family was deeply affected with addiction. My little brother, who is my best friend, suffered from addiction for years, and when he was deep in his addiction, it was just something in me that I didn't ever want to see an individual or a family member ever have to go through something like that. I was raised in a Catholic church, and throughout my childhood, we were like that family that showed up to church on Sunday and had to act like everything was prim and proper, and it really wasn't. We had a lot of events happen in my life with death, like abuse, addictions, and my parents got divorced. And after the death of my brother, the church wasn't so kind to my family, so we stopped going. After that, I struggled. I didn't have a relationship with God. I didn't want one because I spent a lot of time asking, like, why does this stuff have to happen to me and my family? And I really struggled, like, with even accepting the fact of having a relationship with God, you know? So I first started coming to X Church because Tommy, I just watched, I guess, him grow as a person, and I saw how much him coming to church and God changed him that, you know, it kind of spiked an interest with me. And then I remember last year in December, they had a worship night, and Tommy just so happened to invite me, and I did not want to come. Like, I was just like, there's no way. No way. But something was telling me, like, third time's a charm, right? And so I went, and then I got invited back for the Christmas service, the Christmas experience, and I showed up, and I remember loving every bit of that experience. Hearing Pastor Tim speak. And I remember at the end of it, he prayed over us, and everybody's eyes were closed. And he said something like, if you prayed that prayer with me, raise your hand. And like, I was like, I'm not gonna raise my hand. I prayed the prayer, and I was like, I'm not gonna raise my hand. And I was sitting there, and I was like, I'm not, and just something like in me, and my hand went up. And I remember sitting there, and I was just like, just in awe. And then I left, and I've been a regular ever since. Prior to coming to X Church, I would say that I was in a very dark place, surrounding myself with people that were just toxic for me, encouraging bad behaviors and just overall negativity in my life. And that was just the way for me to cope for a lot of things, was to stay busy doing all the wrong things. And, you know, I had a lot of depression and anxiety that, you know, obviously I still deal with day to day, but it's a whole lot different now. Because of Tommy inviting me to worship night and then to the Christmas experience, my whole life has changed. Me as a person has changed. I've grown a relationship with God that I had fully given up on, and I wasn't willing to even think about repairing that until I walked into X Church for those two experiences. And just that invitation changed my whole life, and I hope that moving forward I can extend an invitation that helps change somebody's life as well.